Hello, my name is Paul Heron. In this video we're going to be looking at referencing and how to name cells and ranges. So we're going to be using our basic formulas spreadsheet and click on the names worksheet within that workbook. Now in here we have employee IDs, names and total sales, and up here we have a commission rate. Now, in a previous video, we looked at how to use absolute referencing. So if I wanted to reference this cell using absolute referencing for a commission rate, I would click on here and I would write equals the total sales times, and I would click on this F1 cell, and then I would select the F1 and I would put a $ in front of the row, in front of the 1 in other words. So I'm going to click the F4. Now doing that once has put the $ in front of both the F and the 1, which is fine. That's going to work for me. Okay. Click on that and then I can just copy that formula all the way down to the bottom, and that's going to work fine because it will always be referenced to F1. Now another way of doing this, and it's probably a better way, is to name this cell F1. And where I do this, if you look at the top here where it has the F1, and if I click another, I'm going to click the G1 and this changes to a G1. So I'm going to click back to F1 and I'm going to change this. I'm going to enter the term commission rate. Now you notice I don't have, between the commission and the rate, I don't have a space. You can opt to have an underscore, but I think it's fine to just capitalize each word. That's called Pascal case when you do that, capitalizing each word. So this commission rate now references this cell. So rather than putting in the F1, I can put in here equals total sales times, and then I can just start to type the word commission, and it'll come up here, commission rate. Click on that, commission rate, and return that. And now I can just click here, and that commission rate, if you notice, as I click on the various cells, it just comes up commission rate. So that commission rate is really a variable name which references the cell F1. Now something we should look at is where we can manage all these names. So we have our commission rate name in here. So where can I edit or manage all the names that I might have on my spreadsheets? Well, to find that, go into your formulas tab on your menu and click on name manager. And in here, and you can see I have lots and lots of different cell and range names. So this one is the commission rate. So there we go. There's our commission rate. It gives the current value for that. It also gives the reference. If I want to delete that or change it, I can highlight the particular name that I want to change or edit, click on edit, and I can change the cell reference. I can put a little comment just to explain what it is. Or I can just delete the name that is in the name manager. Often in our workplace we have some values which would be applied across numerous sheets. So it could be things like VAT rates and commission rates and so on. If that's the case, it might be a good idea just to create a new worksheet. So we click on the plus sign. We could call this, say, constants. And in our constant sheets, this is where we could keep all of those kinds of values that we might want to use across our various sheets. So in here I might have commission rate. And I call this one commission rate B just to differentiate from the other one. And we'll call it, the next one we'll call it VAT. So the VAT rate is currently 20%. So I click on, I give that 0.2. And commission rate will maybe make that 15%, so 0.15. And just to clarify those, I highlight them and make them percentages. Okay, I'm going to now name these cells, so I call this commission B. and I'll call this one VAT rate. I made a mistake there. Wasn't deliberate, but I'm glad I did. When you name a cell, you have to click the Enter key in order to save that new name. So I'll do that again. So Commission B. Click the Enter key, and in the VAT rate, I'm going to put in VAT rate. And again, click the Enter key. If I don't click the Enter key, if I just click away from the cell without clicking the Enter key first, then that name isn't recorded in the named cells table. So now that that is done, I can go back to my names 1 table here, and I could put in, for example, VAT in here. And I'm just going to work out the VAT on the sales. So that will be equals sales times, and I'm going to start typing VAT, and there we go, there's our VAT rate. Now the next thing is that if I click down on this arrow here, I can find my various names that I have set. So there we go, VAT rate. And when I click on that, it takes me to the actual location on the sheet. Now I think it's a good idea to have a single sheet within your workbook that has all those constants in it. If I look at names here, if the VAT rate changes, so at the minute that's 158020, if the VAT rate should change, say to 17.5%, that is shown as 18 because that is rounded, so I just increase the number of decimal points so you can see that. So if I go back now to my name sheet, we can see that you can see here that the VAT is now calculated at the new VAT rate. So that brings us to the end of this little workshop on naming cells. So I would encourage you now to go to this Names 1 worksheet and the Names 2 worksheet and have a little practice of those two sheets. Thanks very much for watching.